this time around, again, I'm still working on the Persona 4 golden not notes, like the golden guide stuff to be able to figure out what we're doing for this. But this happened, what, an hour? Happened like nearly 3 hours ago at this point, but it recently finished about an hour ago, I think. So we've got Summer Games Fest to cover. So this will be the main Summer Games Fest conference thing. It will be the Day of the Devs. Days of the Devs. It should be Day of the Devs. We've got the Day of the Devs, and then also Devolver Direct. I couldn't download the video, so I used VLC to try and get it to work, so hopefully this doesn't cause any problems. It shouldn't be dual audio, because I have disabled the desktop audio, so the audio should appear in the remote play. If it doesn't, then I will fix that. But yeah, the Summer Games has finished officially about an hour ago with everything that was covered. The main conference was like only 2 hours, but and I saw, like, for the most part what was here, but we'll just see what it is. So it's going to be those three things covered, the Devolver Direct, Day of the Devs, and Summer Games Fest. It's about 4 hours. I will try and pause between each of them just so I can give a discussion about everything, how I feel, and we'll do the wrap-up for that as well. Hopefully this all works. It should be okay. I've got the video on VLC. I should be able to play it through VLC, and it should also play the audio as well through the remote play, because it's going to capture the window. So if all works well, then that's fine. So let's just get things started, see if it works. Audio is looking good, and microphone is working. This is the first time I've had to do a Plat reaction video of the thing.
Please welcome to the stage the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Summer Game Fest 2024. You ready to see some video games? We are so thrilled to be here with you, and this is a showcase of what's next for games, live from the YouTube Theater here in LA. Now, if you're watching this show, first of all, welcome. I know everyone around the world is joining us for this special moment. And I know if you watch this show, you don't just play games, you deeply care about this art form and the health of this industry. The good news is that we have a lot of amazing games to show you from creators around the world over the next 2 hours.
I'm interested in, but I'm not sure how much it's going to be.
But let's also face it, this has been a tumultuous and difficult year with company layoffs and studio closures, which have disappointed all of us. But there's also something else happening. Our industry is evolving and changing. And thanks to digital distribution, smaller teams and new creators are finding incredible success. Take a look at this list from Game Discover of the top 10 best-selling new games on Steam so far this year. 2 of them are considered, big company games, but the other 8 come from indie, mid-sized teams or solo developers. I look at this list, it's pretty cool, right? And I get inspired that new ideas, new teams, and smaller creators can and will break through. It's a reminder to big companies that they have to treat their developers right, because today there are many paths to sustainability and success, and that's what makes this industry so great. And you'll see that reflected in the show today, because over the next 2 hours, we'll have big franchises on stage like Star Wars, Batman, and Harry Potter, but also smaller titles, including a few games made by single individuals and first-time creators that we invited to be part of this show because we think this platform is important as a way to show you new things that you might not even know about. So when you see a game that piques your interest, please wishlist it, or even better, send it to a friend and get them excited. That's how we together can grow the gaming community. And we are going to do that today over the next 2 hours, as we have a lot of games to show you. plus Day of the Devs directly after with even more indie titles.
The good thing is that
so should we get to the games?
One video, so I can watch the Summer Games Fest.
All right. It all begins right now. Here's our first announcement.
It'll direct by about 3 minutes, but we should be okay.
Next.
Hey, look, this is a hot dog guy auditioning for the lead and unannounced action game. Wow.
We see you as more of a sidekick.
Oh, sure, I get that a lot, but check out my range. Okay. Rage! Empathy. Oh, hilarity! This guy! Strength! Hey, what game is this anyway?
Wait, Gorilla? Lego and
Hey, new costume!
Lego Horizon.
Ooh, sandwich.
Lego Horizon.
Sorry,
I wasn't expecting that.
Who is that?
I mean, I don't
That
play
hot dog guy is Aloy, an amazing video game lead.
Thunderjaw went mad and is tearing through the valley.
Don't worry, I'll bring it down. This is gonna be fun. Right in the eye. And cut fire attack.
A lonely hero, hunting machines all by herself.
Hello, I have friends, you know.
Let's do this!
Right. A friendly hero, hunting with her pals.
Ow, hey, whose side are you on?
Exploring,
Wow, what is this place?
collecting all the shiny things,
This is an actual Lego
Woo,
game.
buddy.
Like, they've actually,
and
I guess,
making a home.
being like going around collecting stuff. It's like you can go around and actually, like,
Aloy, the Thunderjaw's back.
Oh, right, the Thunderjaw. Ooh, that's a big one. Here we go. Down you go. Woo, better get a snack.
Oh, you want mustard on that?
Is that the bud? I'm good. Eat it. PlayStation.
There you go. Wasn't that fun? That was Lego Horizon Adventures coming out later this year for PlayStation, but also day one on PC and Nintendo Switch. It's a playful, lighthearted story inspired by the world of Horizon, designed with two-player action in mind, supporting couch and online co-op. All right, now we're going to completely shift the tone to the next game from Torn Banner Studios, the developers behind Chivalry 2. For their next project, they are proud to announce No More Room in Hell 2, the sequel to the 2011 award-winning Source mod. 8 players start separate in the dark, and it's up to you to find your friends and survive with permadeath. Here is the first look.
Is this like another, like, Dead by Daylight? They said permadeath, so that means that I'm assuming that everyone's all out in the one area and it's... No, this looks like it's different. Be another zombie survival game, which I've seen plenty of those already, and then okay, so it's an 8-player co-op where I guess everyone's supposed to survive. People will find will enjoy playing this, but I just don't. Go to hell! No More Room in Hell 2. I didn't even know there was a No More Room in Hell 1.
Coming this Halloween. Looks really, really intense. All right, to introduce our next game, please join me in welcoming someone who I've known for over a decade. She's been a huge fan of some of our reveals like Street Fighter 6, few years ago, and of course, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth last year when she was sitting in the audience. Well, this year, she's joining us on stage. We're thrilled to have her with us. Please welcome Curious Joy.
Thank you, Jeff. Hi, everyone. I am so excited to be here at Summer Game Fest. I'm here with you today to share some even more super fun trailers. So let's get straight to another world premiere. This is a highly anticipated game from a beloved franchise. Let's take a look.
As young witches and wizards, we all dream of soaring through the sky like our favorite heroes.
I guess this is your...
When it comes to Quidditch, we've all wondered, do I have what it takes to be the next Quidditch star?
Showing all the Weasleys.
To beat your toughest opponent? To keep your composure in the face of adversity? To chase your dreams at any price? To seek glory for your team? No challenge is too great. No dream is too big. So ask yourself, do you have what it takes? Do you have the heart of a Quidditch champion?
I'm surprised they didn't show any gameplay. Like, there was all just September 3rd. Like, that's... Again... The game's coming out in
That's
3
Harry
months.
Potter Quidditch Champions launching worldwide on September 3rd for consoles and PC. Now we move from the Potterverse to a brand new world. It hails from a single developer, Gavin Eisenbeis, up in Seattle, who has been making games all by himself for a decade. His last title, Choo Choo Charles, was a fan favorite, and he showed me this next game a few months ago, and I really wanted to debut it here. Get ready to backstab, race, or cooperate with up to 20 of your friends in Cuffbust.
Wait, what? Are these koalas? They're koalas. Yeah, look like they're koalas. What, a koala's in a... riding in a This is probably like another co-op game. Again, more indie games and stuff, which is, you know, people will play this, but this isn't my type. This isn't my type of game, to be honest with you. It's different. Because you just go around and have to find escape. Entertainment. So I'm still a bit confused about what the objective is here. What are we supposed to do? Is everyone supposed to just fight each other, or... Something different.
That's a fun one, right? And remember, that's all made by one person. Congratulations, Gavin.
Really
so glad to have that on stage.
One person, that is really impressive.
All right, next, one of this year's most anticipated games is Star Wars Outlaws, coming out on August 30th from Ubisoft and Lucasfilm Games, the first open-world Star Wars game where you live the life of a scoundrel. On Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific, you'll get to see a full gameplay showcase during Ubisoft's Forward event, streaming as part of the continuing Summer Game Fest events. But right now, we've got an exclusive new glimpse at the game, just a small taste of what's to come.
I'm really excited when this comes out. I think
a friend needs a little something stolen.
again, it's another exclusion, but I think
Let's raise the stakes, shall we?
Hold tight!
We should get moving.
I didn't like Jedi Survivor yet, because that still hasn't come out. I don't think Jedi Survivor has come out on physical yet for the PS4. I think they're still saying.
I think I spotted Lando there. So great. And by the way, I'm just noticing everything we've shown you so far, I think is going to be, coming out, this year. Cuffbust, I'm not quite sure, but it's so cool that there's stuff that we're going to get to play in the next few months here. All right, well, moving back to smaller teams, a few weeks ago, I had a chance to play through this next game, and I have to say, it is really spectacular. Neva comes from Nomada Studio, the creators of the Game Award-winning game Grease. It chronicles the story of Alba, a woman bound to a curious wolf cub. Here's your first ever look at the gameplay.
So far, nothing that I'm really Star Wars Outlaws is pretty much the only thing, but they're going to show that more on Ubisoft Forward anyway, which is what they did last time. I think they revealed it. Didn't they reveal it last time at the Ubisoft Forward? It's either that or a Games, I can't exactly remember. It's just unfortunate that this is the event that these are the events that essentially replaced this is what E3 used to be, because obviously E3 is not around anymore. Pretty much the pandemic. I guess you would say the pandemic killed it, as well as, I think the nail in the coffin was once Nintendo and Sony basically just started pulling out everyone was doing their own save and plays and things like that, I think from there it was this isn't going to, again, Sony does their own thing and Nintendo does their own thing and then Xbox has their conference here, so it's I think once the big ones I think that was pretty much the end of the along with the pandemic happening and having to cancel multiple times. I feel like I've seen this game before. Something similar.
Trust me, that game is such a true work of art, especially when we get into some of the combat. It is tons of fun to play. And there's much more coming later today in the Devolver Direct, which will air directly after the Day of the Devs on this same stream. So we've got lots more for you. All right, next, it's time for our next game announcement.
Study the past if you would define the future.
All are architects of fate, working in these walls of time.
Let us all for death.
This should be less than 4 hours because I just
or
get
the last great journey.
Let me not then die ingloriously and without a struggle. But let me first do some great thing that shall be told among men hereafter.
Each of us shall endure this world's life until the end.
Your names shall not be lost.
So it shall be.
So it shall be.
Okay, another Civilization. I haven't played any of those in
Hello everyone
years,
at Summer Game Fest. On behalf of the Firaxis team, we are thrilled to finally announce that Civilization 7 is coming day and date to PC and consoles next year.
Because I believe Firaxis...
I'm in awe of the amazing team that has brought us to this moment. But we also have to thank you, our incredible fans around the world, for your overwhelming support of this franchise for over 30 years. We can't wait to share more, and we hope you'll join us later this summer for the full reveal of Civilization 7. In the meantime, stay civilized.
At least we're going to be able to do a couple other things while I'm waiting for the to get this stuff sorted. This looks like it might be This is Wukong, so I'm interested in this game. Another exclusive, but because you should write some of these down. Gonna be talking more about Star Wars. Little while. Let's see what's gonna happen, I guess. Interested in the deluxe editions anyway, because again they cost more money, and I don't usually want most of the stuff anyway. And look, all digital deluxe edition, digital standard edition, all the stuff's like a bunch of digital stuff again. Because I want to buy digital things, I have to wait for this stuff. Oh, that was Asgard's Wrath 2. Okay, I thought that was something else.
Perhaps humans were fated to build
I know Matt Mercer plays Loki.
Reaching heaven and returning with a gift. Stardust.
Again, I just don't like
But mankind was given more than it wished for.
3D as
Not
well.
Progress, but chaos.
I just want to be able to sit down and play a game.
Every new height brings a terrible fall. And yet hope still glimmers, even in the depths of the unknown, like mayflies. We die to live again. The smallest creatures show the greatest resilience. Wherever we remain standing, we stand together.
What does greatness mean to you?
Oh, right, I forgot about the Lego. The Lego Fortnite has a style. They're still advertising the Amazon. Do people still use the Amazon Luna?
Have any of you faced Tyranids before? Only these past 2 days. Then there is much to learn. The numbers are endless. I will take you all with me. Brothers, we fight! For Ultima!
All right, welcome back to Summer Game Fest. We've got some amazing developer guests joining us throughout the show, and I'm very excited to introduce our first guests. They are legendary creators who are working on a brand new fantasy RPG, Metaphor, slated to launch this October.
Oh, okay.
Please welcome
I'm
the director and art
this.
designer of Persona 3, 4, and 5,
yeah,
Katsura Hoshino and Shigenori Shojiba.
This is the new game. This is the new game. It's like there's a new fantasy RPG. And it looks very, it has a lot of Persona elements to it.
ありがとうございます。アトラスの橋野です。今日は副島さんと一緒にこのステージに立ててとても光栄に思ってます。
Thank you, everybody. It is a pleasure to be here. My name is Hashino, and I am the director of Metaphor. It is a pleasure to be here with Mr. Soejima.
このゲームはね、アーキタイプという他のゲームでいうところのジョブですね、その姿に主人公たちが変身して明日の未来のために戦うというとても熱い RPG です。
This game is an RPG in which the party members transform into their jobs, which we call archetypes. These archetypes allow you to fight against your enemies.
アーキタイプは誰もが持つ不安と向き合うことによって覚醒する力です。すべてのアートワークは力強さとオリジナリティを意識して描いています。その総数は40種類以上にも及び、経験を積ませると一部のアーキタイプは進化することもできます。
Archetypes are the embodiment of power born from the will to face your fears and anxieties. We gave it our all to instill each and every archetype with a feeling of strength and uniqueness in each of their designs. In total, there will be more than 40 types of archetypes available in the game. These archetypes can gain experience and even evolve. Some of them can evolve into stronger versions.
So I think it might be following a similar
メタファーはアトラスの RPG、 我々が作ってきた RPG のノウハウをすべて結集させて作っています。とても大きなボリュームのゲームです。今日はこのアーキタイプをテーマにした最新のトレーラーをお持ちしました。ぜひご覧になってください。ありがとうございました。
So we are pouring all of our acquired expertise into this game to make it as exciting as possible. In fact, we've even brought our latest trailer today, which is centered around the topic of these archetypes. Thank you very much, and we hope you enjoy it.
Let's see what
it is said that we all have inherited heroic virtues deep within us. The reality is, we oppress, we fight. A great evil flows through this land. You have found a way to wield true magic. Many more protectors and followers will gather to your side. Remind people that the same powers lie dormant within them.
On guard!
You must acquire more archetypes and bring them together.
How's this? Scour! No holding back!
Now you've acquired a most interesting power, an archetype whose existence was only theoretical. You wield power now.
That did look very good. I'm excited to see that.
Such an honor to have Hoshino and Shojima with us on stage. Thank you guys, and for that deep look at the archetypes, such stunning visual designs. Now we're going to jump into the Arkhamverse. Batman Arkham Shadow is a MetaQuest 3 exclusive VR game coming later this year. As Batman, you face a new threat, the mysterious Rat King and his cultish devotees. Here's your first look at the story trailer for Batman Arkham Shadow.
Unfortunately, it's a MetaQuest game only. Why we couldn't have got this instead of like Suicide Squad? But then again, I still have to play that game. So.
There's a new darkness overtaking Gotham, driving the city mad.
I don't know if this is still Kevin Conroy.
The only light left is from the fire in the streets, casting shadows of rats on everything that was once good.
Yes, a rat country.
Fear is their weapon. But they're not the only ones who can use it. The Rat King will stop at nothing to destroy my city. How far will I go to destroy him?
It's a VR thing, but like again, cinematically it looked good, but I just don't like Okay, so there's going to be a gameplay trailer at Gamescom, which is in...
When the bat falls, the rats rise.
I am looking forward to heading back to the Arkhamverse. Now, it is time to update fans on a legendary fighting game franchise. And that includes me. Because I have been a fan of this series ever since one of its first iteration and have been playing each one ever since. So, let's check it out.
Probably Street Fighter. Maybe second season of DLC fights? Like... Yeah, this is Street Fighter. That's Terry though, isn't it? From yeah, Terry from Night of Fury. Okay, so DLC for Terry? I'm not familiar with something. I know who Terry is because he's from the fight. So I guess they're the next one? Terry, Meier, Elena. Wait a second, is this... Wait a second, for a second I thought I don't know. Oh, there it is. Okay, there's Bison. Okay, so that was I was not expecting that. So we get Akuma in Wave 1, and then we get Bison in Wave 2. I was wondering where he was, but he's here now. Wait, is this a Braveheart? Is this a Braveheart? Some sort. It says roguelike co-op hack and slash. It's like, I like the hack and slash part, I like the gameplay. I like the gameplay of it, but then they said roguelike and then they said co-op, and it's like, I don't like roguelike games, and co-op requires you to have other people
testing power.
So,
I guess we'll see.
Alright, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
This will be when the true battle begins.
This looks very good as well. This looks like it's going to be simple.
1,000,000 pieces! Just like I did that earlier. You talking about thrilling? Don't you dare!
I'm not going to hell in a room. You were on the ride. Are you ready?
Do it!
Well, the way you slice it, there's only one way to save Earth. Goodbye, my friends. No matter what it takes, I need to rescue Gohan. Goku, wait!
What?
Wait, this... You can
never forget Now you will suffer my wrath.
That's gonna be...
You are a prison boy! I will show you the true form of autonomous open.
It's my turn now.
Change everything.
They're giving you, like, situations, like... This is like that.
No way.
It looked like they were showing, like, oh, you go by yourself to fight Raditz instead of with Piccolo, which that would make some interesting what-ifs, but you get like 6 early unlocks.
There you go, Internet. We got your release date for Sparking Zero, October 11th. Now we step into the world of Delta Force Hawk Ops, a free-to-play tactical shooter available to play on all platforms. Here's a look at their multiplayer FPS extraction mode.
Team, rally up. We've got a new mission. Operation Lightning Strike. The situation at Zero Dam is now very serious, with conflicts escalating between Havoc Corps and Asgard. It's time to take action. Objective: collect and decode the Mecha Break located at the tourist center at the southeast region. We need to utilize terrain for stealth insertion. Execute swiftly and silently.
We're in position.
Looks like someone beat us to it. We need to pick up the pace.
Rita, clean the balcony. On your mark. Now can you clear? Go, go, go! Clear the area! Shield down. I'm going in.
Shit! They've got a flamethrower! Engaging! Second floor!
Ah! I got shot!
They're coming up!
All clear. Prepare for decoding. That's all for mission briefing. The drill is over. Operation commences. Good luck.
It's another Delta Force Hawk Ops. That sounds like it's a.
But that is not all. The game's premium campaign mode, Black Hawk Down, is a reimagining of the original game that is also fully licensed to recreate moments from the award-winning Ridley Scott movie.
Of the original game.
Here
I
is your
feel
world
like I
premiere
remember-
first look at that gameplay.
So they're making the Black Hawk Down into. I think it's.
Why are they
is this a
burning
remake or is it
tires?
something they've already?
RPG! Hold on!
All units prepared for landing. 2 teams, 1 foot. Clear. Secure and capture a team in your cabinet. Over.
Get down! Get down! Enemy attack! Air fight! Enemy vehicles coming! Vehicle under attack!
And now, I have an update for you on Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves.
They're making a.
For real this time.
They're making a Fatal Fury. Okay, so they're making another. I didn't know they were making another Fatal Fury game. I guess it makes sense because if Terry's gonna be in. Thing. Terry's gonna be in Street Fighter, and he was in. Terry was also in. Terry was also in.
Trying to set sail!
Farewell.
I just never really been. It's like the game looks. Cell shaped, I believe. They look like it's cell shaded. seeing this game for something else. It's like it's as you progress, like
to make that for you.
As you go into this area around you, I thought it was a mobile game originally. So is this another gun? The gun comes out, usually it looks very good.
We're back here at Summer Game Fest, and that was a look at Mecha Break with its immersive aerial and ground combat with lightning-fast maneuvers. Next, Jason Blum and his Blumhouse banner have become synonymous with incredible horror films over the years, like Get Out, Megan, and last year's Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, now Blumhouse is entering the video game world in a big way.
All right, let's see what kind of game Blumhouse have come up with. So. They've made so many movies that have been stuff that eventually what type of game are we getting? It's a choice-based game.
Dark times await us. Vengeance will take shape.
I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. I must not sleep. I am terrified to sleep. And I am scared to death to stay awake.
Don't worry, Viv. If any ghosts actually show up, I'll protect you.
Amy?
I'll save you, no matter what. Just go home, Viv.
Amy!
The local police department asked me to help with a case. Why would they need a game designer? Should have some developer mode.
Wait, we have to. This looks like. You realize they're making so many games.
Dark times await us.
Good for them for stepping into gaming, because it makes sense if they're trying to make things that are different, but I don't think any of
those. Please welcome Jason Blum, CEO and founder of Blumhouse, and Luis Blaine, creative lead at Blumhouse Games. Hey guys, so we got ourselves a full slate there. That's incredible. So Jason, tell us a bit about why did you want to get into games like this? What are we doing?
Well, we've been very, very busy. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for having us. Thank you guys all. Great to hear the fans out there. You'll all be very happy to know we're working at this very minute on the sequel of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's coming. Don't worry. Anyway, horror is, to my great relief, getting more and more popular. Our movies are working. It's working on streaming. It's working in live events. And we wanted to try and take our approach to movies and apply it to games. And that's what you see here. We're going to do independent games. We're going to look for creators and give them a platform and encourage these creators to be weird and subversive and find the most effed up, scariest things they can and put them into really cool games.
Well, they look great. It's a really diverse, cool slate. Luis, tell us a bit about, we saw a bunch of games there. What can you tell us about kind of the overall lineup of games?
Well, as you just saw from our slate, our horror games are a lot like Blumhouse movies. They come in many different flavors of fear, which means there's a horror game for everyone. So maybe you're a fan of nostalgic 90s experiences with a bit of a twist, intense first-person shooters, or maybe, Jeff, you just want some bonus murder in your otherwise very cozy farming sim. I think, we as horror fans, we know that there are so many different subgenres to explore, and our independent development partners, they feel the same, and they're just as excited, which means we've got psychological nightmares, we have supernatural scares, we have cosmic horror, and our team has worked really hard to work with global, creative, talented partners, and that means for us that we really want to, as we're working in indie projects, which means that we can take risks, we can be flexible, and really we can push the limits of what's possible in scary storytelling, and we're so excited.
Yeah, no, it looks awesome, all the stuff you have there, and I know, we'll get into when games are coming out, but some of these are coming soon, Jason, right? We got a good slate.
Well, yeah, we're on PC and console, yeah, we wanted to start with not just one, but we wanted to start with a few games. So you want to tell us about those?
Yeah. So Fear the Spotlight is our first release coming later this year, and it really hits our mission statement. It's an amazing 90s horror experience. It's got great characters, a compelling narrative. It's also super creepy, and I think people will be big fans of it, even if you're not normally into horror. And quickly, actually, Fear the Spotlight is getting its first trailer as part of the Day of the Dev showcase. So stay tuned after the show.
Directly after. Awesome. Well, I know this is just the start, so we'll probably be seeing you in future years with more from Blumhouse Games. But guys, what do you think of the slate? Pretty amazing, right? What these guys are pulling on. Jason, Luis, thanks so much for being here on Summer Game.
Thank you, guys.
All right. And now, here's the world premiere of a brand new Power Rangers game with a retro feel.
I'm not interested in Power Rangers, but I can't remember the last time I heard of seen a Power Ranger. I'm not interested in this is like a remake of one of the other. I never liked the Power Rangers, to be honest. This is against my concept. I've never liked it. I like the concept. Just get back to the beginning and make me think of it. I could never want these games. Rita's rewind, so it's only available on Steam anyway, so I wouldn't buy it.
What a beautiful game, Dear and Boy, which comes from first-time developer Jason Houdet in Paris, who started that project alone in 2020 during the pandemic and now has a team of 8 helping him realize his vision with financial aid from the French government. And games like that are why we do this show, giving first-time developers a chance to show you what they're working on. All right, next, after a long wait, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is arriving later this year. This is a first-person open-world action RPG from Warhorse Studios. Here is a brand new look.
The best laid plans of men don't always come to fruition. Man proposes, but God disposes. And then boots you right in the balls.
These 2 young fellas, I need to find them. One's a smart-ass smith, and the other's a blue-blooded fledgling.
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak?
Gentlemen, praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ.
Our Father, there are many sinners in this world. But in the end, we all face your judgment for what we should have done, but lacked the courage to do.
The last time I ran away, I lost everything. I'm never gonna run from that fucker again.
Kiss our asses!
God, is this retribution for my sins?
To the task!
Come on!
To the task!
To the fucking task.
Next, we step into the dark mind of Silent Hill creator Keiichiro Toyama-san. Back in 2021, we announced his new game, Slitterhead, at the Game Awards, and now we're giving you a look at the gameplay from his independent, Tokyo-based studio.
Oh, okay, so this is like jumping from like one. You're jumping from like one person to another. Like, are we playing as the? I was gonna say, are we playing as the monster? I'm not sure what's happening. We're playing as the person, yet there's really short.
That's what I call a dramatic entrance. There's a reason why I'm called Killer Bean. It's because I'm good at what I do. Really. Really. Good. I used to be an assassin for the Shadow Agency. An international organization powerful enough to shape the world. Until they lied to me and tried to kill me.
It looks interesting.
Now,
not a lot of
I'm
games
gonna destroy them.
a lot of things like this, but then I just don't.
You're the gosh
really
darn
think I
idiot
would
who
be
wants to
interested in
take down the Shadow
like
Agency.
super serious thing. I don't
Well,
know.
it is sure nice to meet you. Before you die.
They made me who I am, and I will make them pay for it.
Glad you liked that one. That was Killer Bean, a third-person roguelike shooter made by another single developer, believe it or not, right here in Los Angeles, Jeff Liu, who previously worked as an animator on movies like The Matrix Reloaded. So fun. It's amazing what can happen in this industry. All right, to introduce their brand new game, please welcome from the Game Bakers, a small independent studio in Montpellier, France, Audrey Laprince and Emmerich Toa.
Hello, Jeff, everyone. I'm very happy to be here. When we created our studio, Emmerich and I, we promised each other to always come up with something new. So after Fury and Haven, we're here to introduce our new game, Cairn, a survival climber. When I was a teenager, my dad prepared an expedition to Mount K2, but half of his team didn't come back. And I've always wondered, why do alpinists risk their lives in such extreme conditions? This is something we wanted to explore in Cairn.
Cairn is a game about what it takes to go beyond your limits. You climb a mountain to reach a summit never reached before. And the climbing gameplay is the challenge. It's very intense and realistic. It's a face-off between you and the mountain. And what you're going to see in the trailer is not from cutscenes. It's the actual climbing gameplay. You can see more later today during Day of the Devs, but now let's have a look.
Something like this just isn't for me. Like I don't like the games where you control each individual and then be able to like. I understand why it's possible, but it's like it's the same thing with like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I don't like the idea of like climbing slowly up a mountain. I want to be able to just go up the mountain to be able to do what I'm doing other than taking forever.
I'm not meant to be here.
I'm a fighter. I'm meant to be in the arena, in combat. But instead, I'm out here in the middle of the woods, running a tea shop. So, what does running a tea shop involve? Well, there's a lot of gardening, and I've had to get used to the pretty unique tea machine they've got here. None of these tasks are all that hard, they just take patience. And I'm not really the patient type, but I'm surviving. Of course, I have to actually serve the tea to our customers. And once that's done, I'll usually check in with Boro, the guy who owns the shop, to see if my help is needed anywhere. And when all the chores are done, sometimes I'll just sit on a bench and do absolutely nothing. It's not fighting, but it's peaceful. And what's weird is that I actually feel good. I'm happy. I can stop running now. I can stop. I can stop. I can stop running. This is good for me. I need to enjoy this. I feel good. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy.
That was Wanderstop, the announcement of the next game from Davey Redden, the creator of the Stanley Parable. I sense there's a twist coming, as you would expect from him in Ivy Road. Cannot wait to play that. All right, now here's a look at the story trailer for Unknown 9 Awakening, a narrative action-adventure game that tells the story of Haruna, a young woman born with the ability to venture into the fold, a dimension that overlaps our own.
Turn your thoughts inward and focus on your shade. Do you feel it?
I do.
Your progress is impressive lately, Haruna.
These are incredible.
They called themselves the Sahin. 9 among them were chosen and shielded from death.
The Unknown 9. Does this have anything to do with why Vincent is here?
Humanity has lived for eons at the mercy of the 9. It's time we took control of our own destiny.
Why are you so interested in Vincent, anyhow?
He killed someone I loved.
Remember stepping. Find your target and bridge the gap.
You don't belong here.
You're wrong. This is exactly where I'm meant to be. The Fold is a strange place.
Vincent found something down there.
Session.
Hey! How about we see the world together?
I finally have something. Something that I want to protect.
Now steel your heart. Adventure starts.
Delusion taken form walks into my great hall. Feel honored to fight a legend. On guard! To your greatest
final chapter.
That was a good trailer, but I think that's going to be like a Souls.
All right, we're back here live for more Summer Game Fest. The First Descendant, powered by Unreal Engine 5, is a next-gen looter shooter with dynamic cooperative gameplay, including a grappling hook mechanic. It is finally set for release, and we're very happy here to debut the new trailer and the reveal of the release date.
That looks awesome. The First Descendant will be available across PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. Wishlisted now and prepare for the release on July 2nd.
But that's just the cinematics.
And now, please welcome two developers whose hit indie game, Among Us, took the world by storm in a couple game awards. From Inner Sloth, here are Victoria Tran and Forrest Willie.
What's up, gamers?
Can you believe they just let us be on this stage? Like, no chaperones. Like,
I know. Can we announce something totally fake? Do you think they'll let us do that?
Among Us 2? Among Us 3? 4? Oh, all right. Well, turns out we actually have something very real we wanted to present to you all today. There's been so many great indie games in recent years, but it's also been no secret that it's kind of a rough time in the industry. Some devs don't really get the chance they deserve, so we thought we could help out a little bit. That's why we're excited to announce our side project, Outer Sloth, an indie game fund we made that offers the kind of deals we would have wanted back in our less popular Among Ye days.
This is our way of saying thank you to our crewmates, players, peers, by helping some games and devs have the funding and freedom needed to ship their games. And then we all get to play them, which was the real plan. I really want games. Outer Sloth is our passion project and dream for a better, more sustainable industry. We are really excited and incredibly nervous to reveal it here and show you the current lineup of games we've managed to fund because of you. And don't worry, Jeff, it has your favorite, a ton of world premieres. Enjoy!
Hi, I'm Ian from Shapeshot, and you may already be playing our first game, Mars First Logistics.
We're Trinket Studios, creators of Battle Chef Brigade, and this is our card battler RPG, Battle Suit Aces.
We are Studio NE%, and we're making the Mossfield Archives, a game about building and exploring connections.
Hi, we're Midnight Munches. We just released a demo for one-button bosses, our boss rush game, with a single button to press and a ton of bosses to beat.
Hey, I'm Husband, game director at Huscrofts, and this is Rogue Eclipse, our epic spaceflight action roguelike, where you'll have to customize and master your starfighter, take on merciless armadas, and vanquish a fleet of colossal super destroyers.
And we do have one more game that's very early in development.
Hi, I'm Eka, creative director of Outer Loop Games, makers of Thirsty Suitors and Falcon Age. In our new game, explore the world in an upgradable mech and cook up tasty dishes for local communities. Fight off corpos, discover new dosa recipes, and reunite with your strange loved ones for one last meal. Project Dosa is a game about life, death, love, and food for the soul.
Thanks, Victoria and Forrest. Those all look fantastic, and I cannot wait to play them. But all of those amazing indie games aren't the only thing coming out of Inner Sloth. Did you know that there's going to be an Among Us TV show? Sounds like you did. Yes, there's going to be an Among Us TV show. Check out this sneak peek. Up next, we have Sonic X Shadow Generations. A definitive greatest hit collection of 3D and 2D levels from Sonic and Shadow's history. Now it's time for a glimpse of Shadow's brand new powers and gameplay from a standalone campaign, as well as the official release date announcement.
overcome every obstacle with this power.
The Year of Shadow, right? A movie coming in December, too. Exciting stuff. All right. In the upcoming online survival game, Dune Awakening from Funcom, there is one small decision that unleashed a chain of events which set the stage for the story the player will experience. Let's find out for the first time what that is.
Haven't seen the new ones. They don't really interest me.
The only peace I find is a future that never happened.
That's the way that I've always done it. So this is this. Another thing.
One where I, Paul Atreides, was never born. I created the future until it created me. But I see a narrow way, a path that might have been. What if my mother had obeyed her orders and given birth to a girl? Everything would change. Dr. Yue exposed before his betrayal. A world where my father lives. House Atreides surviving the Battle of Arrakeen. Sardaukar deployed to protect the spice melange. A war of assassins spreading across the planet. Fremen
seems like it's going through like a different series of like what ifs.
Exterminated.
What ifs would have like what if certain characters
No Muad'Dib. No Lisan al-Gaib. No Kwisatz Haderach. All of my visions lead to horror. Except for this one. This one leads to you.
More Dune Awakening coming at Gamescom ONL in August. Now it is time to see the announcement of another new game from a brand new development studio. To tell us more about Battle Aces and show you the gameplay, here's David Kim from Uncapped Games.
Thanks, Jeff. So Battle Aces is the RTS game for everyone. It's for players that are brand new to RTS as well as RTS veterans. We really want to bring the core fun of RTS to everybody, kind of like how games such as World of Warcraft did for MMOs or Hearthstone did for card games. So Battle Aces is an action-packed army versus army game that has a high emphasis on the strategy. We want to bring this type of very specific RTS fun to players in two major ways. First, we want to amplify both the in and out of game strategizing through unit decks. And what makes unit decks very cool is not only will players be able to define the exact way that they wish to play, but also players will be able to experience an endless possibility of strategies. Second, we want to eliminate the tedious clicks required to play an RTS as much as possible so that players playing this game are experiencing only the fun parts of playing an RTS game. So, if you want to learn more about Battle Aces, or if you want to sign up for our beta test that's coming up very soon, then please make sure to visit our website at playbattleaces.com. Thank you.
Thank you, David. That was fantastic. All right. Our next premiere unveils the exciting new destination for a game that shadow dropped at the Game Awards last year, the Finals, with its unparalleled destruction wrapped in the world's most deadly game show. Now, after dozens of updates and 2 seasons, we're unveiling where contestants will be going in the all-new season starting next week on June 13th. Sharpen your katanas and welcome to Season 3 of the Finals.
If they hit that reset button, it can take us anywhere.
The Finals in Kyoto. All right. Please welcome multiple Game Awards winner and a dazzling Game Awards performer, if I do say so myself, Sam Lake from Remedy.
See what there. And the mic system. DLCs of some sort, I guess. The performance.
I think that's enough. Thank you.
I remember
Hi.
that being really good, but...
You see, this is now the only way they let me come on stage to tell you something exciting news about Alan Wake 2. Many of you have been posting your Remedy game collection pictures on your shelves with Alan Wake 2 so far digital only, sadly missing. Well,
that's right, yeah.
We are excited to announce
a physical
deluxe editions and physical collector's editions for Alan Wake 2 coming this fall. You can lock in your copy starting tomorrow.
Like, is there going to be an in-general version?
We promised you some expansion content for Alan Wake 2, right? I'm thrilled to introduce you all to Night Springs. It contains 3 episodes with 3 familiar, fan-favorite, playable characters in mysterious, terrifying, and quirky what-if scenarios. It was a chance for us to really go out there, as if we already didn't. Night Springs will be playable in less than 24 hours. Tomorrow. Thank you. Now, with this world premiere, I invite you to step into Night Springs.
Night Springs, a special place, a shifting space, existing in a countless number of parallel realities. Different every time we set upon the road that leads us there, and yet always familiar to us in Night Springs.
I'm in danger. Please, my #1 fan. You're the only one who can save me. And I will come back for you, my love.
And cut. Sean, I'm really happy.
This is gonna get strange.
I was the only one who could save the writer and the very soul of literature.
Something was different.
The other one looks like, that's
Try the coffee.
Let me get the,
I have a shotgun.
Well, I gotta... Wait, that's a real shotgun?
I think that was...
Who can ever truly know how deep the rabbit hole goes in Night Springs?
June 8th, so it's pretty much Saturday. It's like, oh, well, they...
Through the endless tides of time.
Yeah, that was Sean Ashton.
They've come to these mythical shores, seeking mastery over death itself. A cruel and beautiful paradise, where primal forces clash over the island's deepest secrets, where ancient mysteries awaken, where heroes are forged and demons are born. This is Aeternum.
That's right, New World Aeternum will launch on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on October 15th, and now you can play the game start to finish as a solo player or play co-op and use crossplay as well. If you're watching SGF on TikTok Live right now, you can comment HSR in the chat to claim a special in-game bundle for Honkai Star Rail of Stellar Jade from TikTok Game Rewards. And speaking of Honkai Star Rail, Hoyoverse's latest space fantasy RPG just concluded its version 2.3 special program a few hours ago. But there's more. A sneak peek at the upcoming expedition featuring a beloved character who is clearly ready for the forthcoming journey with her brand new look.
Why do people choose to sleep? It's because they're afraid to wake up from the dream. You see, everything is possible in this land of dreams. The nightmarish past will disperse and fade away like bubbles in water, and the future that you don't want to face will never come. Because in the end, we will wake from our dreams.
War dance? I can't miss out, I'm joining too!
There you have it, the unforgiving fantasy FPS dungeon PvPvE adventure, Dark and Darker, is now live on both Steam and Epic Games Store today.
I haven't played
Play
that
it this
game
weekend.
before,
All right.
he
Lots
just
of fans
said
are joining us here in person at the YouTube Theater, and we thank you for that. And ahead of the show, 4 lucky fans were upgraded to our VIP section thanks to the Discover Orange Ticket upgrade. With Discover, you don't have to be a VIP to be treated like one. All right, now here's the announcement of the release date for Capcom's upcoming Kunitsu-Gami Path of the Goddess.
Well, you's a cutie little corgi, don't you know? Well, you's a naughty little corgi, don't you know? Well, you's a happy little corgi, don't you know? Well, you's a gutsy, feisty puppy, and you know that it ain't easy, don't you know? Well, you's a cutie little corgi, don't you know? Well, you's a fluffy little kitty, don't you know? Well, you's a crazy party animal, don't you know? Well, all the crazy party animals, and you know the party's this way, so let's go.
We know you may have heard the stories about the fine people here at M-Corp, so we wanted to take this time to dispel any of these completely unfounded rumors and allegations and reassure you that things here at M-Corp and the city of San Vansterdam have never been better. Things are going great here. We have absolutely nothing to hide from the citizens. Everybody here at M-Corp loves this town. We think this town rules. Why would we hurt a town that rules? I can't stop thinking about how you're saying we're selling the city for scraps. That makes me sick. That makes my whole family sick to their stomachs. My wife hasn't been on the toilet for weeks because of what you're saying about what M-Corp's doing to this town, all those lies. Everyone at M-Corp is really good.
Stop crying, all right? This is business. Look around, pal. This is how businesses are run. Now, you should have known that when you were hired on, okay? Jack, tissues. Come on, pal. Ah! Come on, faster. Let's get those movements going.
That's not about this. That's a father and son. That's actually a home issue. We love it here at M-Corp, and we are not going anywhere. We'll be here a long time. Fine. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Just...
I'm trying to figure out what that's supposed to be for. Was that supposed to be for a game or supposed to be for, I don't know.
All right, welcome back to Summer Game Fest. And now let's head to Sam Vansterdam for a new look at Skate from EA.
Oh, okay. I was just going to say, like, what's the...
Hey, Jeff, how you doing, bud? Oh, crap. Some really bad stuff's happening out there. They're going to need a lot of help cleaning that up. That's bad.
Very exciting that people will finally be able to play Skate on console in the near future. Our next world premiere is an indie sensation from Japan that is adorable, deadly, and has over 25 million players worldwide. That's right, I'm talking about Power World. I mean, just look at the giant depresso. Cheer up, buddy. It's Summer Game Fest. Now, here is the first major update announcement. A whole new island is coming.
It's the whole, hey, we're not Pokemon Simulator, but we kind of are, because a lot of the stuff isn't just straight up copied from not copied, but just like, what did you find in this game? What Pokemon? That's fun. What I played Pokemon for is cat. Let's see what Pokemon we've got here. What do you found? Hey, there's That's definitely not a full load. That's definitely not a full load. Some of these you can see are very much inspired by it. How is that not Fetish? Outlaws really, I don't remember which one exactly. There was some that were just trying to copy.
That was high on the Steam charts. Congrats to Power World on the new update. Next up, we've got a big announcement from Valorant. Here's Andy Ho and Anar Gilfison from the Valorant dev team. Guys.
Thanks, Jeff. Hey, everyone. Since 2020, we have been fortunate to serve players in their pursuit of what we call the Valorant moment. The big plays and clutches you make while all eyes are on you.
Millions of players all over the world have earned their own Valorant moments on PC. And today, the stage is set to welcome a whole new group of players. Let's take a look.
Target down.
Level up.
All you, Mosh! Dizzy's up! This way!
Cage triggered. You know we in it to win it. That's how we stay committed.
That was Valorant's core tactical gameplay. Everything you just saw was captured on console and with a controller. Valorant is coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S this year. Our limited beta starts June 14th, and you can sign up right now at beta.playvalorant.com.
Maybe it's only on PC.
We are so excited for your input to make sure that Valorant plays great on console. And we hope to see you soon in the limited beta. But before we go, here's the head of Valorant Studio, Anna Donlin.
Thanks, guys. Hey, everyone. One of my favorite things about Valorant has been seeing the community build the game and the sport right along with us. For the last 4 years, we have been on the most amazing journey, bringing Valorant to players all around the world, most recently to China, where I'm currently at Valorant Masters, one of our largest global tournaments and community celebrations. Seeing the community evolve as new players bring their passion and expression to Valorant has been the biggest joy of the ride so far. And now we are ready and so excited to welcome a whole new group of players onto new platforms. We hope you'll join us, and we can't wait to see where you take us next.
I take no offense. Wanna know what's next? I can't lie, that kinda depends. And if you say it one more time for me, I know you love me best. I love you too. Why don't we play it again? 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 Got it! Demon 1 shuts it down! She's sorry, wanna catch you still. Why don't we play it? Why don't we play it? Play it. Why don't we play it?
Visually wise, I understand why people are good.
Exciting to have Riot on console with Valorant. Thanks to the team at Riot for sharing that with us here at SGF. Our next announcement is a big deal from our friends at DoorDash. 5 weeks of deals with Summer of Dash Pass. Sign up for Dash Pass now for $0 delivery fees and get 50% off your next DoorDash order. Now, here in the audience, we've got a guy who is normally co-streaming our shows, Yang Ya, who is also an amazing voice actor, who's been in countless games such as Like a Dragon and God of War Ragnarok. Well, next week, Yang is going to be voicing a character in a movie, Inside Out 2, where he plays a fictional video game character, Lance Slashblade. And we've got your exclusive first look. Check this out.
Welcome to your eternal fate.
Lance Slashblade? But he's a video game character. Why is he here?
Yeah, I always thought Riley had a secret crush on him.
I never saw the appeal.
I long to be a hero, but darkness haunts my past. I'm in 100%. You are all banished here, deemed unfit, worthless.
I think this is
Don't
gonna
you
be
dare say that! You do not deserve to be thrown away!
One second, Lance. Don't you remember his power move?
It's gonna be
I'm coming for you, Riley!
Oh yeah? Watch this! Come on! No one is totally worthless.
But I am a warrior cursed with a feeble attack.
Then you must make your curse your gift.
Shield yourself, my friends, for I shall set you all free!
The #1 gaming monitor brand in the US, Samsung, just released new 2024 monitors for gaming, work, and entertainment. Scan the QR code now to get up to $300 Samsung credit when you purchase through June 17th, plus a chance to win $5,000 Samsung credit for US residents.
Summer Game Fest 2024! Look at all of you cooped up watching video game announcements. And yes, Chicken does look a lot like Ken Jeong. And today, Chicken is excited to share a new game that Chicken and Chicken's buddies are in called Squad Busters. You fight monsters, collect lots of shiny things, and Chicken has a big role. That's all that matters. And here is our big ad. Squad up. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Cock-a-doodle-doo!
What's going on? Who are you?
Look at your phone. I'm the chicken.
We're here to make your life more fun.
I'm fine. I drink right out of the carton.
Well, I don't think you know the definition of fun.
Come on, get up. I am butt naked from the waist down, so...
Get out of the f***ing bed, dude.
Get out of the bed.
All right.
Tell me about yourself.
I think I'm an excellent candidate for the job because...
And your swordplay, tell me about your swordplay.
He is a bridge.
He's one of the most equitable people I've ever met.
Is that Chris Hemsworth?
Also, I pillaged a few villages. I'm not a lawyer.
That is Chris
I'm just a
Hemsworth.
lumberjack.
That's Chris Hemsworth dressed up as the thing. I think that
Which
is
is
Chris
why
Hemsworth.
you'll have the job.
Congratulations.
What's the parking like?
There's more where that came from.
Oh, I hope not.
Guys, maybe everything isn't a squad activity.
You could definitely.
It's
here.
Yeah, just relax your bowels, your mind.
This time I'm mistaken for handing you a hardware breaking. I've been wrong. I've been down.
Hey, look at these clowns.
You call this a squad?
Wait a second, that's is that
Pathetic.
Imposter. Jinx. 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 No, you Jinx. You supposed to be a lumberjack?
I was gonna say, is that
Hey, you wouldn't happen to want to go chop some trees, would you?
I'd be delighted.
I mean, the game doesn't look very good, but the ad is...
Where are you going? You can't leave.
The ad is...
We ain't never leaving you. Goodbye.
Here. That came from inside me.
Okay. I mean, the game doesn't look very good, but everything else
You
is...
want me to shut the door, or...?
I just love that they do. People complain about Nickelback all the time, but yet they...
What?
Oh no, he's eating some...
All right, please join me in welcoming to the SGF stage Monster Hunter series producer, Mr. Ryozo Tujimoto! Ryozo-san!
はい、サンキュージェーン。今日はですね、モンスターハンターワイルズの、最新の映像を持ってまいりました。今回ですね、はですね、後半にですね、完全新規で、今回初お披露目の大型のモンスターも出てきてますので、そちらも注目していただけたらと思います。
Thank you, Jeff. Hello, everyone. We've prepared a very special trailer today for Summer Game Fest. I want everyone to be on the lookout for a very mysterious large monster near the end of the trailer, as it's an important monster within the game.
はい、本作ではですね、没入感とアクション、こちらの融合を目指して開発を進めております。モンスターハンターワイルズは2025年にプレイステーション5、Xbox シリーズ XS、そして PC で同時発売となります。また、今回はですね、プラットフォームの垣根を越えて一緒に遊ぶことができますので、そちらも楽しんでいただけたらと思っています。
As you'll see, we're working to deliver a gaming experience that merges immersion and action. I hope players look forward to playing with their friends across different platforms when the game launches simultaneously in 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
はい、最後になりますが、8月に行われるゲームズコンのオープニングナイトライブ、こちらの方でも新しい映像を持っていきますので、皆さん楽しみにしていただけたらと思っております。またですね、ゲームズコンではですね、初のプレイヤブルのできるような形で出展も考えておりますので、そちらもぜひ楽しみにしていただけたらと思っています。
Lastly, there will be a new trailer for Monster Hunter Wilds at Opening Night Live at Gamescom in August.
And our first public hands-on playable demo of Monster Hunter Wilds will also debut at Gamescom. Thank you.
Over there!
Why are you here?
You can't do this alone!
We need to shake them off! Follow me! Yeah! Here it comes!
There's too many of them!
Watch out for that glove! I will draw its iron! Cover me!
You got it. Be careful.
Be ready! If we can make it to the rocks, we may lose them! As I feared, it picked up our scent.
I'll handle it. You find someplace safe.
Thank you.
Watch. You'll see what hunting is all about.
Thank you, Ryosa-san. We will see you at Gamescom in August. Now, during last year's PlayStation Showcase, the game Phantom Blade Zero from S-Game wowed us all with its blazing fast combat and stylish art. Well, I'm honored to share with you the brand new trailer for the game featuring all real gameplay. Here's our final game of the show, Phantom Blade Zero.
This is going to be end of thing. I remember seeing this and looking, thinking it looked very good, but again, it could be like Rise of the Ronin, where Rise of the Ronin had really good gameplay, but then I've heard that really good combat, and I've heard like everything else.
How many days do I have left? 42 or 41?
The face of this is here!
Don't go up there. Turn back before it's too late.
Gamescom is in August, late August, and then
that looks so good. Full demo that media will be playing this weekend, so you'll hear much more about that. And that's going to do it for our Summer Game Fest live show. Thanks to Joy for joining us.
Thank you, Jeff. I had such an amazing time. Happy Summer Game Fest, everyone.
Thanks, Joy. And we have so much more, so stay tuned, because Day of the Devs is coming up live right now on the stream, featuring an hour of indie game reveals, including the next game from Cappy, and that's followed by Devolver Direct. Now, keep checking SummerGameFest.com for other event streams this weekend, and we'll see you again live this August 20th in Germany for Gamescom Opening Night Live. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember, Day of the Devs starts right now.
Alright, so before we begin the Day of the Devs thing, I may as well just go over this. I'm not sure how far along this is going to take before it gets to the thing. I really didn't check that, but it should be on right afterwards anyway. But I mean, overall, like, I don't think there was as much that was shown here that there was for the last time that I did it, but that's also because the Xbox and the other ones had, there was a few more things to show, but I guess we're going to see more of that when it comes to those. But like overall, like I mean, Star Wars Outlaws looks like it's going to be good. We're going to see more of that in the forward, so I probably have more thoughts about that later. Black Myth Wukong we didn't really see much at all. It was just a quick little cutscene, but that's coming in August, so there will be something for that. But if we read to Fantazio, the stuff about the different like things interests me with that, with the 40 different archetype things. So I'm interested to see how that all works out. But that looks like it's going to be very good. The Batman game. Again, the cutscenes were good, but it's because it's a meta quest game. I can't really do anything much about it. The Dragon Ball game sounds like it's going to be interesting. October 11th as well for that. And also the story stuff seems like it's going to be based around like, oh, you can do alternate paths of what would have worked. Now, I don't know how that's necessarily going to work because certain things are made the way that they're done in a certain way. But I guess we'll just have to see how that works. And then the Phantom Blade game that they just showed before was really good too. And that was a little bit more... most of that stuff there was gameplay, as I said, so that was also very, very good. So looking forward to seeing how that is. And then from there, we'll go on to Day of the Devs, I guess, because there's not really much else a lot of the other stuff there either just didn't interest me, or it was stuff that I liked, but I wouldn't play it necessarily myself. Like, I was going in expecting to hate that Ken Jeong ad, and it was actually better than what I thought it was going to be. There were some other things there that looked, that would appeal. Oh, also, I forgot to mention that Alan Wake 2 also had the DLC. That was also supposed to be there. Alan Wake 2 has DLC and a physical edition, so that's going to be very good to have, a physical edition for the things. Hopefully they're not limited editions. Hopefully they're always available, because physical editions are what I would prefer, and also means I get to play the games much sooner than what is normally going to be a thing as well. I forgot to mention about that. I mean, overall, there was some stuff there that most of the stuff that was shown is coming out this year. So that's one thing that I do appreciate, is that with Summer Games Fest, it's usually stuff that's coming out in the foreseeable future, not necessarily stuff coming out in the foreseeable future as in this year, rather than just stuff that's just going to be a thing from there. So I think we should just play from Spotlight. Not sure how far along. I guess I'll just let this run through and that's me.
have to do the whole thing from the top.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Day of the Des portion of the show. Day of the Des is a nonprofit organization whose team of volunteer curators scours the globe for the best in video games for you to enjoy, with a focus on indie developers who are lovely, and you'll get to meet them today as well as enjoy their games. And there's nothing else to worry about, so just sit back and relax and enjoy Day of the Des, Summer Games Fest edition. Oh, that's a prop.
We love Cappy Games at Day of the Devs. They've been making incredible games for 20 years up in Toronto. You might know them for games like Below or Super Brother Sword and Sorcery, or maybe you know their incredible puzzle games like Grindstone and Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. Well, if you're in the latter, we're very excited to announce their next great puzzle game.
Hi, I'm Eileen from Cappy Games.
And I'm Dan, Cappy's creative director.
We're so thrilled today to be able to give you a first look at what we've been up to at the studio since releasing Grindstone. Introducing Battle Vision Network.
EVN fuses cozy, color-matching puzzle gameplay with deep turn-based tactics to test players in fast-paced online battles.
It's a 1v1 puzzle battle in the galaxy's most watched sport.
Battlevision Network is a spiritual successor to one of Cappy's most beloved classic games, Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. BVN reimagines Clash of Heroes' puzzle combat design to center an element that we at Cappy felt was one of its most interesting facets, multiplayer.
Over several rounds, take turns launching attacks by creating color-matched formations with your units. Vertical matches create attackers, horizontal matches create defenders.
The rapid-fire matches last a couple of minutes. BVN isn't just about dominating their matches. BVN teams spend a season vying for the title of champion, and the player community ultimately decides which team takes the crown.
Choose between multiple teams, bursting with personality and characters, each with its own playstyle and home arena.
Win a match with the Ragtags team, that win shapes the stats, outcome, and narrative events of the season for everyone.
Gameplay is simple enough to jump into, but as you rise in the ranks, you'll unlock new units, each with game-changing abilities, and discover endless new tactics and strategies. Charismatic captains front each team. Captains run the playfield with big personalities and outsized power in the form of tide-turning special abilities.
When building the wild world of BVN, we weren't just influenced by our own game, Clash of Heroes. We were also inspired by the theatricality and spectacle of Eurovision. Cappy's art team has outdone themselves with a fantastic roster of hand-drawn and hand-animated characters, fashion-forward collectible outfits.
Battlevision Network is a live, season-based game with new twists, new characters, fresh rankings, and narrative surprises emerging every season.
Also excited to feature a phenomenal soundtrack by our frequent collaborators, the incredible Jim Guthrie and Sam Webster.
You'll be able to play BVN on mobile, PC, and console, and we'll be announcing more details soon.
We're so thankful to Day of the Devs for a chance to introduce Battlevision Network. I'm grateful to our awesome partners, Netflix. Wishlist the game to join the fun.
Battlevision Network!
Our next title comes to us from The Game Bakers, a small studio in Montpellier, France, who claim to make games the same way they cook food, with a lot of love. Their next dish comes to us piping hot and fresh from the oven. It'll take us to dizzying heights which quite frankly give me the heebie-jeebies. So hold on tight, making its gameplay debut today. This is Cairn.
Hi, I'm Emric from The Game Bakers. Maybe you know us for Fury or Haven. Fury was a hack and slash and Haven an RPG, but both were games about freedom. live free to love who you want. Today I'm presenting our next game, Cairn, the final part of our Freedom trilogy. In Cairn, you play an alpinist who's climbing a deadly mountain. You put your life at risk to reach a summit that nobody reached before. You are obsessed by this ascent and you are climbing to free yourself from your own chains. Cairn is what we call a survival climber. You have to climb, but also survive in the mountain. The climbing is very realistic. You can climb absolutely everywhere as long as you manage to keep your balance and stamina. If you are careless, you fall. Falling, trying again the same route or a completely different route, trying over and over.
Kind of thing where it's
to make it, you have to push yourself to go beyond your limits. Each wall to climb feels like an opponent, almost like a boss fight. Even though you can climb free solo, alpinism has a natural checkpoint device, pitons. But you have a limited amount, and using them at the right time is key.
It's different compared to what you normally see.
Eventually, reaching the top of the wall is extremely satisfying. It's freeing. Thanks for watching, and wishlist the game to stay tuned.
A two-person team in Canada has been developing this next game in absolute secrecy over the last 3 years. And as a fellow Canadian, I call dibs on introducing it. You may also recognize one of the developers' voices from their wildly popular YouTube channel. From Nanopark Studios and I Am 8-Bit Presents, prepare yourself for... wait for it.
Saying that there's a YouTuber in this, but that doesn't mean that I do.
Hello there, my name's Brandon.
And I'm Danny, and we are here to show you our game, Petal Runner.
Petal Runner is a retro-flavored slice-of-life RPG where you play as a motorcycle courier that delivers pets to people in a city called Sapphire Valley.
In Sapphire Valley, the company Hana Pets has developed new devices called Leap Cells to power their newest generation of digital pets by using an unexpected fuel source, flowers.
In terms of the actual, graphical style.
Leap cells are delivered and installed by specialized couriers known as Petal Runners. As a Petal Runner, this installation involves planting the cell and calibrating it by performing a sequence of quick and varied minigames. Once that calibration is complete, the new Hana pet begins to farm. You play as Callie, who's a new recruit in the Petal Runner program. So being new in town and with a bit of a shy personality, Callie does encounter a few challenges along the way. This from the difficulty of dealing with customers or talking to people in general, to their rivalry with a fellow recruit. Fortunately, Callie is joined by their pet companion, Kira.
Kira is unique in that he's an older type of Hana Pets, which is a simpler and now obsolete handheld model. So with that outdated tech, Kira has some quirks, like his battery isn't always reliable. But he's way more outgoing than Callie, and so he's great to have around when meeting new people. He's practically indispensable. The Petal Runner program will take Callie and Kira through the 4 unique districts of Sapphire Valley. Along the way, mysterious occurrences will begin to surface, and we will encounter individuals who think that there may be more to uncover about the new Hana Pets sensation.
So, it's got motorcycles, robots, there's flowers, there's pets. We tried to really give the story some heart to it, and we just hope you have fun playing.
And thanks for checking out Petal Runner.
Developed in Shanghai by Polar's Studio, our next game is a dystopian thriller that's as every bit Orwellian as it is Lynchian. It's a tale of temporal technologies, unimaginable body horrors, and psychedelic nightmares. This is Karma: The Dark World.
嗨，各位好，我是卡玛的 Dark World 的创意总监王永鹤。我们团队月壤工作室来自于中国上海，团队的目标是带给全球玩家有趣且有深度的叙事驱动类游戏。很荣幸借此机会向各位玩家展示由我们才华横溢的月壤团队所制作的第一款游戏《卡玛 The Dark World》。这是一款第一人称叙事驱动类的心理恐怖游戏，玩家将扮演利维坦思想局的任务干员丹尼尔，他的主要任务目的是潜入嫌疑人的大脑并调查事件的真相。玩家将在两个不同的世界中进行冒险，去体验完全不同的情绪和故事。一个是在反乌托邦的现实世界，你将了解到扭曲、压抑、毫无人性的社会观。
This is your final chance. Please tell your decision.
另一个是用记忆所构建的脑中世界，你将看见诡异恐怖的画面，但却包含了令人痛心的真相。在这个游戏中，作为探员，你需要坚守意志，效忠这座城市的掌控者利维坦公司。但直到有一天，你发现正在调查的案件发生了翻天覆地的变化，你冰冷的心从此开始逐渐融化。
What have I done?
这就是卡玛的 Dark World， 一个你从没有体验过、带有浓厚电影风格的反乌托邦游戏。如果你想要了解更多关于这个故事的最后的真相，请访问我们的网站 karmadarkworld.com， 我们会第一时间告知你试玩的 demo 相关时间。最后，请大家享受预告片。
My prosthetic! This isn't real. This can't be real.
I will echo.
How do you follow up making two of the best indie games of all time? Make 50 more. That's what's happening with UFO 50. This is from the team at Mossmouth, who made Spelunky and Spelunky 2. It's as if you took the modern design sensibilities of today and went back in time and made an entire console worth of retro games. And it's coming so soon.
Hi, I'm Derek. I'm John, and we're part of the team of indie developers working on UFO 50, a collection of 50 games.
You heard that correctly. That's 50 brand new games.
First and foremost, these are not mini games. Some of the games are smaller, like arcade-style games. Others are quite large, with expansive worlds to explore. But every single game is a complete experience, from its opening title screen to its ending credits.
There's a story that connects all these games too. We invented a fictional company called UFO Soft that developed these games for a fictional 80s game console. This company's history spans from 1982 to 1990, and the games get more technically advanced as the years go on. And as you explore the timeline, you'll find that some games have sequels or recurring characters.
We also thought about the limitations of the hardware. We devised a strict 32 color palette as well as audio restrictions to make you feel like you're in the world of UFO 50, no matter which game you're playing.
But one area where we didn't limit ourselves is in the game's designs. We were happy to build on modern game design and genres, and we strived to make sure that each game felt like a unique experience. Our goal isn't just to remind you of a bygone era, it's also to provide 50 fresh experiences. We like to think that UFO Soft was a company that was ahead of its time.
All of the games are unlocked from the start, so you can explore the collection in your own way. Every game's not going to be everyone's favorite, but figuring out which games you like is part of the fun. With so much variety, you're sure to find something to get lost in, whether you prefer fast-paced action games or thinky strategy games.
And we all have fond memories of going to a friend's house and browsing their game library for something to play together. So half of UFO 50's games have multiplayer, either co-op or versus.
Needless to say, UFO 50 has been in development for a long time. But today, we're very excited to finally announce a release date.
That's right, UFO 50 is coming to Steam on September 18th.
Please find our Steam page and wishlist the game so that you can be notified when it comes out.
The developer of this next game should be a pretty familiar face, so it should be no surprise what they've cooked up. But nevertheless, it's still a world premiere. So take it away, Spry Fox.
This looks like another Dark Star kind of game, I guess.
Hi everyone, I'm Dave Ettery, the co-founder and studio manager of Spryfox.
And I'm Jamie Antonise, lead narrative designer of Cozy Grove Camp Spirit.
We hope you enjoyed the worldwide premiere of Cozy Grove Camp Spirit. We're really grateful to be a part of Day of the Devs alongside so many creative and inspiring developers. We started Spryfox 14 years ago with the goal of making the world a happier place. This is the first game we're launching since we became part of Netflix. That's allowed us to focus all of our energies on making this game as delightful and meaningful as possible, and to bring it to all Netflix users without any advertisements or in-app purchases of any kind. We feel really lucky.
As you just saw, Cozy Grove Camp Spirit takes place on a haunted island where you'll assist an unusual assortment of troubled but insanely cute ghostly bears. Each bear has a unique personality and backstory that unfolds through your interactions with them. It's a spooky but heartwarming life sim game where your small daily acts of kindness advance the story.
We want Cozy Grove Camp Spirit to be a game that you can come back to at your own pace for months, if not years to come. We want it to be a game that brings you joy and relaxation whenever you need it most. And hopefully, it'll be a game with a story that sticks with you forever, because the characters really make you care.
Cozy Grove Camp Spirit is launching soon, so pre-register now on your mobile app store to be the first Spirit Scout on the island. We'll see you there.
Are you a dog lover? Then you'll be super into our next title.
Hell, I'm more into cats, but this game is just so cute, I can't help but be into it. Enjoy this teaser from Studio Tolima and publisher Don't Nod, featuring a puppy and their person.
Hey, hello everyone. My name is Ben. I'm the founder and creative director at Studio Tolima. We're a small indie studio based in Brussels, Belgium, and we are working on our first title, Koira. Koira is a narrative game where you wake up in a snowy forest and encounter a small puppy who got trapped. You set him free, and together you go on a beautiful adventure and set out to reach Koira's house. This relationship is really at the heart of our game. In Koira, you go through a musical forest, filled with sounds to discover and interact with. For example, each character and animal in the forest is voiced by a different instrument. And you can use their voice to interact with the world, to activate ancient statues, to speak to whimsical animals, and to earn the trust of the puppy. To progress through the story, you can also manipulate items and use your new companion's unique abilities. With these, you can solve puzzles, but you can also just play together. For example, by playing fetch, building snowmen, or my personal favorite, playing hide and seek. As they journey through the winter wonderland, they encounter obstacles, they share laughs, and they save other woodland creatures. But if winter is magical, it's also dangerous. And they are not alone in this forest. Mysterious hunters are lurking around and following them. Our goal with Koira is to create a universal tale which focuses on the emotional journey. We want to create a game that is as immersive and intuitive as possible. It's a game without any text nor dialogue. The whole story is brought to life through expressive hand-drawn art, frame-by-frame animation, and a beautiful original soundtrack. Let yourself be carried away by the magical and serene atmosphere of the forest. Contemplate and play at your own pace. We can't wait to share more with you. So if you'd like to be one of the first ones to hear about what we're up to and our upcoming demo, please head over to our Steam page to wishlist the game. Thanks again, and we look forward to sharing more with you.
I love a good puzzle game, especially one with a really elegant design that evolves as you play. Better yet if it's got a beautiful art style or a captivating narrative to pull you through. Well, this game has all of that. This is Arranger from indie supergroup Furniture and Mattress.
Hola, soy Nico Recabarren de Mendoza, Argentina. Hace un tiempo hice un juego de puzzles multipremiado llamado Ethereal, junto con Tommy Batista. Desde entonces hemos estado trabajando muy duro en una aventura mucho más ambiciosa, junto con nuevos amigos, David Hellman, cuyo arte expresivo seguramente recuerdes por Braid, y Nick Sander, que con su humor y creatividad probablemente te ha hecho soltar más de una risa con Carto. Con nuestra visión creativa compartida queremos traerles algo que se sienta fresco y ligero. Ojalá les guste este nuevo vistazo a Arranger, a Role Puzzling Adventure.
In Arranger, you play as Gemma, a slightly chaotic young woman who's looking to venture out beyond the overly cozy confines of her hometown. Always been a bit of a misfit, which isn't helped by the strange way that she moves through the world. As she moves, objects on the same row or column move with her, and if she gets to the edge of the gameplay grid, she loops around to the other side. We use this core set of mechanics in a wide variety of interesting ways throughout the adventure, never hesitating on any one idea for too long, to keep things feeling breezy, playful, and respectful of your time. The entire game world exists on a sprawling, interconnected grid, on which you'll find towns full of lovable weirdos to chat with and advance the story. Wilderness spaces to navigate full of optional puzzles and exciting mysteries. And dungeons teeming with monsters to puzzle your way past. Or through. Told through expressive comic-style cutscenes We follow Gemma on her journey of self-discovery. Heading out beyond the walls of her town, she soon discovers a beautiful, inspiring world. But also one ruled by fear and a strange, immovable force called the static. Can she disrupt a culture of stagnation and find a place to fit into it? Find out in a new type of role puzzling game when A Ranger launches on July 25th.
There's never been a bigger red herring than the developer name Cozy Game Pals, because their idea of cozy is a little twisted. Here's your world premiere first look at the very first release from Blumhouse Games.
Amy? Are you okay? Do you see anyone?
Nah, it's totally empty. I hope the board looks as creepy as I imagine. Let's go.
With hands entwined and hearts aligned, we seek the realm of the undefined. What was that?
Don't worry, Viv. If any ghosts actually show up, I'll protect you.
Amy! Oh, I've got to get out of here. Where did you go? Hello? Amy! Just go home, Viv. I'll save you, no matter what.
Don't worry, Viv. Everything is going to be spectacular. I'm happy here. So happy.
A few months ago, this next game appeared on the interwebs out of nowhere. It mystified us. It seems like a novelty at first, but then you realize just how profound its mechanics and rendering engine are. From Crescent Moon Games and Those Dang Games, this is Screenbound, a game.
Hey guys, it's Josh Precison, and I'm the game director of Screenbound. Today we'll be talking with Kyle McKeever, who's the game developer. We'll be talking about the game's mechanics, how it started, and how it's going.
Hi, my name is Kyle McKeever, and I am the developer of Screenbound. And Josh, you and I have been working together on Screenbound for a couple months now. Do you want to talk about the idea of how Screenbound came to be?
So I was watching a video of someone playing a Game Boy, and I don't know why it came to mind exactly, but just seeing the image of someone holding a device in their hand with an environment in the background and something happening on the screen made me think, how could you link this all together into a game where you're playing on the screen and you've got a 3D environment and they're both linked? It started with a little prototype of just a character holding the device, having an endless running motion and jumping at the same time as seeing it in 2D and 3D.
And then the other part of it was the controls from the prototype. They weren't set in place.
I think we were having this problem where you're exploring this world, but only facing forward, and you can move side to side, but you're only looking in front of you. So at first we're like, okay, maybe we can just do a 180 so you can at least go backwards, because we were constantly moving forward in 3D space. So we tried that. That felt a little weird. And then at that point I was like, you know what? Since most of the games out there that people are familiar with are first-person shooter games, why don't we try FPS controls? And then you implemented an FPS controller and kept the 2D essentially the same, and for some reason it just miraculously worked. So the device itself that you use in Screenbound is a quantum device. How that works in the context of the game is that the 2D world that's presented on the screen is actually projecting an environment as a 3D world, which is also how it works in the level editor, because the level editor is 2D, and once you finish your level, or you're finished working on it, it actually builds the entire 3D geometry out and creates a 3D world. Both dimensions are equally important, and you have to be paying attention to both to get anywhere in the game, because First of all, the enemies are in 2D. So if you're walking along in 3D and you're not looking at the screen, you're going to die probably within 5 to 10 seconds because you're going to be hit by an enemy. You're going to see some distortion effect on the screen, and that's where like the 2 dimensions meet, and you're going to get pushed back and you're going to lose some health from your battery bar. But immediately you're going to realize that you can't play one or the other dimension. You have to be paying attention to both.
When I'm testing and developing, if I lose track of the 2D side, I'm always running into enemies. And that's how you die. The biggest risk in 3D is literally falling. It's pretty clear cut though, because everything translates fairly one-to-one. If there's like pixelated grass in the 2D world, there's going to be grass in the 3D world. Same with trees.
Yeah, all that stuff crosses over except some of the puzzle elements or some of the things you only see in 2D or you only see in 3D, like the fan.
Yeah, you kind of solve puzzle elements more so on the 3D side, but then you survive threats by focusing on the 2D side.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll talk soon.
Our next game takes what you might consider a dream job and adds a heap of dread. You play as a zookeeper tending to animals, except something is terribly wrong. Developed by an international team at Clapperheads, this is Zoocosis. And I promise you've never seen giraffes like this before.
You think they're cute? I don't. You've all been to the zoo, and each of you has your favorite animals. But do you know what happened here at night behind closed doors? I'm Valentin Shukin, the lead game designer of the Zoocosis game, and I invite you to become a night zookeeper.
Oh, you finally awake? Good. Get up. It's time to get to work. Hurry up. You have nothing to worry about. What was that? There's something in the works that you're not ready to know about yet.
The plot of Zoocosis was written in the best traditions of the thriller and horror genres. We aim to create a dark atmosphere resembling the works of Hans Giger, Lovecraft, and Edgar Allan Poe. We achieve this through lighting placement, color correction, textures, and environmental props.
This is our mobile veterinary station. Here you'll be mixing medications for our animals.
Are they sick?
Well, they can be. We need to closely monitor the health of the animals. We have some quite rare specimens.
The mutation, the parasite, and the infection that's happening to these animals is kind of like reprogramming their biology. The giraffe head acting like a large anaconda, slithering with its jaw unhinged, try to bite you. The concept of the giraffe set the basis of each animal having their own unique design in their mutation.
There also will be many endings in the game. Each of the endings depend on the choices made by the player during the game. Planning out all the endings was quite challenging. We dedicated a substantial amount of time structuring the paths and dialogues into a unified framework to ensure seamless functionality.
Every zookeeper is entitled to a service car. This one's mine. If you perform well tonight, you'll get one in the morning. Is that your wife? Should I tell her you're staying here for the night? Keep in mind, I'll lock you in until morning. No problem.
Your main goal will be to save the edibles, including infected ones that have turned into mutants. Save them and save yourself.
We really hope that you will enjoy the Zoocosis releasing this summer. Wishlist it on Steam and follow us on social media. Thank you so much for the support. See ya.
Why are you so jumpy?
And that's the game. Except not quite. Because see, in While Waiting by Optilusion Games, waiting is always an option, but not the whole story. And that's what I like about our next title. It's more than meets the eye. See what mischief you can get up to while waiting.
Hi everyone, I'm Dom, the founder of Optolution Games. We're a game studio based in Irvine. Today I'm thrilled to reintroduce our latest game, While Waiting. While Waiting is a game about waiting for things to happen, waiting for the bus, waiting for the traffic, waiting for the line to move. Follow our main character Adam as he waits his way through the various scenarios of everyday life. Maybe you want to be a well-behaved kid and embody good old-fashioned patience. Or perhaps you want to get up to a little tomfoolery. Or maybe a lot of it. For people who really want to do something, you can find your own way to kill the time. We also have prepared a list of meaningless challenges to help you with it. If they're too hard, or maybe not your cup of tea, that's okay. We also have a very helpful fidget button, specially designed for you. Just press it. Explore over 100 hand-painted levels, each chock full of mini-games, fun little interactions, Easter eggs, and things you should definitely not try in your daily life. Don't worry about Adam though, he's a tough little guy. Get to know his family, his friends, and his victims as you follow Adam's life from birth to death with every mundane thing in between. But do remember, your goal is to wait, nothing else. Add to waitlist on Steam. Wishlist.
During the selection process, this next game really caught my eye. It's got cyberpunk vibes, horror vibes, ghost vibes, all the vibes. With this game, Toronto-based developer Rocket Adrift really captured something unique.
Psychroma is a cyberpunk horror game. One of the concepts that we wanted to really emphasize was identity, what it means to be who you are, and how horrific it might be if that was stripped from you. The protagonist has amnesia. You don't know who you are.
The idea of losing yourself, it seems like it should be the one thing that can't be taken away from you.
We wanted to set the game into a kind of cyberpunk future. We were really interested in the paranormal concepts and the more grounded future technology. Cyberpunk has a lot of themes that fit well with the story that we wanted to tell. The idea of what makes humans human, having your environment really impact who you are and what you're dealing with, this kind of dystopian future. That's kind of horrific in itself.
In our main character, Hayes, we also decided to make them non-binary and biracial. Part of that is what creates a rift in their ability to connect with other people. So Psychroma was a great way for me to explore that part of myself. Like not being Black enough for the Black community and obviously not white passing. And I've never really been able to explore that or really talk about that openly until now, I think. We like to write from our own perspectives, and I feel like that's really helpful for a certain kind of player that's looking for that in their narrative-driven games. It really is amazing to see people interact with the media you made and like get it. For anyone else out there that's looking to make impactful indie games, it's going to be hard, but the feeling that you get when you get that game into someone's hands, there's nothing else like it, and for me, it's way worth it.
It's time to get cozy, and this game is about as cozy as it gets, because it's about houses, just not quite in the way you'd expect. By Tanant Games, this is Building Relationships.
สวัสดีครับชื่อธนัท บุษยางกูลครับจากกรุงเทพมหานคร and I'm here to show you probably the most stupid game you'll see all day today. It's a silly adventure game where you play as a house on a date, and it's called Building Relationships. Take a look.
I was expecting this whole thing. Just a house flying around in all the different areas.
In this game, you'll find yourself as a new arrival on the island. You'll be exploring the area, moving around just like a real house. Here's a bunch of wacky structures you can meet, like Mint, who's a friendly apartment, here to help introduce you to the others. Or Millie, who's this tall windmill that might just step on you if you ask them nicely. You'll also find these Chesters hiding around the island. They're not looking for a date, they're in a very complicated polycule, but they'll help you unlock new abilities like jumping and wave dashing. If you're looking for a break, there's a bunch of fishing spots around the island, though the local wildlife might not be what you expected. Oh, it looks like there's a few questions on stream. Let me take a look. Is this a dating sim? Not exactly. There's some dating elements, but the story all takes place in one day. So think of it more like a short hike, but stupid. Are you okay? No. Is my mother proud of me? No. Can you have sex in the game? No. But there is some plans for DLC, because just like in real life, you have to pay extra for that. An unexpected adventure awaits in Building Relationships. Wishlist now on Steam. Man, what am I doing with my life?
Last summer, Day of the Devs featured a little-known game that celebrates the everyday and turns it into something therapeutic. It became an absolute hit, and we're oh so happy to world premiere their latest DLC.
Hello, I'm Annie. And this is Lucas. Here we are, working hard, finding stars for A Little to the Left. It's a game where you solve puzzles by organizing household items. We think it's neat that there are different ways to arrange things. In our game, you find stars with each arrangement that you discover. And we really leaned into this idea for our new DLC, A Little to the Left, Seeing Stars. Seeing Stars is all about multiple solutions. There are 33 new levels and 5 additional bonus levels to unlock. Some levels have up to 5 different ways to solve them. In total, there are 100 stars to discover. We've introduced interactive items that fold, flap, stick, stack, smash, and bounce. We've got the classic organizational puzzles, of course, and solutions that range from easy to tricky. There's a lot to be excited about, but the best thing of all might just be more cats. A Little to the Left, Seeing Stars, available June 25th.
Have you ever wanted to play a game forever? In Hello Again, developed by the folks at Soup Island, you'll delve into ancient ruins, and thanks to a strange time loop affecting the island you're on, you'll have plenty of time to explore every inch.
Hello again. My name is Dwight Davis, and I'm the sole developer behind Hello Again, which is a game about being trapped in the world's coziest time loop. In Hello Again, you play as a diligent postal worker who was assigned the task of delivering a package to a remote island. One shipwreck later, you awaken stranded on the island and trapped inside an unexplained 12-hour time loop. The three core pillars of Hello Again are exploration, conversation, and puzzle solving.
There has been something like that.
This is a dense game with lots of strange locations and phenomena, so a lot of your experience will consist of walking around and filling your journal with observations. As you explore, you'll discover that everything runs on a clock, from the weather, to the tides, to the ancient circuits that power the ruins littered across the island. As you play, you'll also unearth a forgotten story about the people who populated this island thousands of years ago. Since the Islanders have no idea that they're bound to a time loop, you can use your ever-expanding knowledge to help and/or manipulate them so you can reach your goals. So, in short, what happens when you mix the gameplay and mechanics of Outer Wilds with the vibes of Animal Crossing and the small-town feel of Groundhog Day? The answer is Hello Again, coming in 2025.
So our next title, Tom the Post Girl, is a narrative adventure game by Zurich-based studio Oopsie Daisies. And aptly named, as Tom, our main character, has plenty of oopsie daisies of her own in this game. It has a twisted sense of humor and offers choices that'll leave you wondering, should I have done that? Yeah, it's probably fine. If you're looking to connect with your inner voyeur, this is the game for you.
Hello, we're the Oopsie Daisies, a small studio from Switzerland, and we are here to present you our debut title, Tom the Post Girl.
Accompany Tom on her duties delivering packages to the deranged villagers. And discover a great deal, perhaps too much, about the locals. Her approach, although controversial, is highly effective, intense and obsessive stalking.
As you'll follow her, you'll witness a wide variety of scenes, each more disturbing and chaotic than the last one. But is that really gonna stop you from continuing to do so?
Quite the opposite.
We were inspired by the Little Red Riding Hood, which you can recognize in the main protagonist, Tom. We then used her curiosity and exaggerated it to the max, turning her into a stalking post girl.
We had a lot of fun creating this very strange, unique, hand-drawn environment for you to explore, and hope that you'll also enjoy stalking around in it.
we're calling to all fans of creepy cute narrative games.
If you're curious to follow the development of Tom, make sure to stalk us on social media.
And of course, wishlist the game on Steam. Bye!
Bye!
This next game is based in Jakarta, and it's full of lots of life stuff. Happiness, sorrow, music. It's called Afterlove EP, and it's awesome.
Hello, my name is Sasha, and I'm the lead narrative designer of the upcoming narrative game, Afterlove EP. This game is about a musician in Jakarta who hears the voice of his girlfriend after her death.
Come on, Nama, get up!
It will explore the theme of love, dealing with loss and grief, and finding your true self in the bustling city of Jakarta. This game was the golden child of my best friend, the late Fahmi Hasni, who sadly passed away in March 2022. And I know how much he loved this project, and he would want the world to listen to this story, so we are more than honored to pick up the torch and continue his legacy. Fahmi loved Jakarta very much. I'm always the introvert side of our friendship duo, and he was always the one who took me to all the wonderful places in Jakarta I used to never know about, and most of those places made it into the game. Like the places where he loved ramen, or where he would get his coffee, or like where he would meet his friends, or music. And I've enjoyed exploring those places in the game, like we used to do. We've had the pleasure of working with a wonderful shoegaze band from Jakarta, Lalfalfa. They are very brilliant. Sorry, I can't really help fangirling about them. Like, they are so good. And Lalfalfa will be making the soundtrack for Afterlove EP, including the music Rama plays in the rhythm game. We are also really happy to be working with our main artist, Soyatu. Soyatu has breathed life into our characters with his very distinctive art style, and also his love for the underground music scene. We don't have the release date yet, but we expect it to be released around October this year. So please bear with us a little longer, and thank you so much for your support.
We all need a good mystery to unravel, and the team at European developer Caligram Studios aims to please with their upcoming game Phoenix Springs. In this neo-noir adventure, you'll search for your lost brother while navigating a captivating world with one of the most striking color palettes I've ever seen.
Hi, I'm Jigme Oisa, co-founder of Caligram Studio, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to our mystery adventure game Phoenix Springs.
When I finally find him, my brother makes me promise not to go to the Oasis. So, of course, it's where I end up.
You play as Iris Dormer, a reporter whose search for a brother leads her to this beautiful yet eerie desert oasis named Phoenix Springs.
It is a beautiful place to explore. Life is slow. The air is clean. Secrets are kept. But should I stop looking for answers?
We call it a modern point-and-click game. It feels like one of the classic of the 90s that we know and love. But the key difference is that you don't hold objects in your inventory. What you have instead are thoughts and concepts and ideas, like a detective pinboard, and you have to connect them with the world around you or mention them in conversations in order to progress. The game has been in development for 7 years now. We're a small team of 3, and one of the biggest challenges was trying to crack the art style, which is a combination of 3D and traditional 2D hand-drawn animation and illustration. Over the last year, we've been incredibly lucky to be able to take the game on the road. places like South by Southwest Sydney, the London Games Festival, or IndieX in Lisbon, where he won the award for Best Art Direction. But really what we saw, the value of these events like Day of the Devs, it's not just being able to get the games in front of players, but really connect with other developers, especially in small teams who might be facing the same challenges you do.
I will never stop looking for answers.
The game is set to release on September the 16th, 2024 on Steam, so you know what to do. And in the meantime, on behalf of the whole team, thanks again to Day of the Devs, and we really can't wait to welcome you all into this little world that we created for you.
Road 96, Lost in Harmony, 1111, Memories Retold. Developer Digital out of France has had a pretty prolific run, and we're so very proud to world premiere their very next game. Spoiler alert, it has a lot of water.
Hi everyone, we are Audition Ayub from Jigsaw.
Here is the project that we've been working on for the past 3 years since Road 96.
We are really excited to present to you our new game, Light of Tomorrow.
So get ready to be surprised and enjoy the show.
Welcome to Pleasureland, my friend. Best place to... Wait. You look familiar. Welcome to Pleasureland, my friend. I'll introduce you to the joys of this amazing place. You okay? You're not going to die, right?
Yes, the bastard! You'll learn what it costs to steal from Oben.
I hope it's the right one.
They have the same clothes.
Wait, that's not the thief. But it was your friend who did it, right? I made the mistake. You want to talk to me? Get on your knees first. Bastard! You won't get away with it! Your friend escaped with my Ozen, and now you'll pay for it.
With Day of the Devs, our mission has always been to celebrate the creativity, diversity, and magic of video games.
We strive to give a voice to emerging and underrepresented talent and to connect players with developers and their games.
For more than 10 years, we've featured hundreds and hundreds of games at in-person events, and our digital showcase have been watched by tens of millions of fans globally.
Better yet, it's all been completely free. Free admission for attendees, free to watch our streams, and free for developers to participate.
It's common for developers to pay many thousands of dollars to be involved in other showcases and events.
But Day of the Devs has never charged developers to participate, and we never will.
This is only possible due to sponsorships and charitable contributions from people like you.
We want to continue doing Day of the Devs forever, but we're not going to lie, these events and shows cost a lot, and fundraising is hard.
We're so enormously grateful to everyone who has supported us all these years, but for Day of the Devs to continue, we're going to need ongoing support.
So please, if you love discovering new games and supporting emerging developers,
if you would like for us to keep on shining the spotlight on creators,
and especially if you are in a leadership position at a studio, publisher, or platform,
and have budgets that you can tap into,
then please consider donating to Day of the Devs.
Without your donations, without your sponsorship,
without your help, none of this can continue.
And remember, we're an official 501c3 nonprofit organization.
So all contributions are tax deductible.
To find out more and make a donation, head on over to dayofthedevs.com
or email sponsorships@dayofthedevs.org.
Thank you so much for your continued support.
Stay tuned for Devolver Direct, coming up right after Day of the Devs. Thank you to our generous individual contributors and corporate sponsors. We could not do this without you. And here's a list of all the amazing companies that have supported us in 2024 so far. You could be on this list too, if you email us today. Founding sponsors, Double Fine Productions and I Am 8-Bit. And our 2024 sponsors, Annapurna Interactive, Bone Loaf, Devolver Digital, Egg, Glum, Idea Xbox, Maximum Games, Netflix Games, Nighthawk Interactive, Panic, PlayStation, Pop Agenda, Sabotage Studio, Studio MDHR, Summer Game Fest, UFO 50, Exola, Blumhouse Games. Thank you so much for your continued support. Special thanks to our guy, Dose One, for providing beats, interludes, musical poetry, yet again for Day of the Devs. We could not make this show as bombastic and cool and vibey without your stuff, man. You're a genius. Check out his stuff, Dose One. If you love this program and you want to support us, sign up for our email blast at dayofthedevs.org. We do lots of events and showcases throughout the year, and that's the first place to find out about stuff. Stay tuned after this program for a pretty awesome musical performance. You don't want to miss it.
Looks like that's it today. Well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Jeff Keighley, for having us. Thank you for the developers for making these amazing games. Thank you to the curation committee for finding them. Thank you to all the sponsors who help make Day of the Devs possible. And most of all, thank you to you for sticking around to check out these games. Have a great day, and thanks for watching Day of the Devs Summer Games Fest Edition. Bye!
So I was going to say, I don't know how much longer this has before it goes into the other one, because it's still technically Day of the Devs. But this is like the music getting made live, I guess, for the Cocoon game that was released sometime last year, this year. So I guess I'll, again, there's not really much that I have to really cover for this anyway, because like nothing really interested me in terms of this. Some things were interesting, like the sliding game and the waiting ones kind of thing. It's just like a lot of the independent stuff is only going to be available on Steam anyway, because of the like independent developers. It's easier for them to put it on Steam than it is for other stuff. So I guess we'll just see what happens. If there's any waiting time between this, probably just fast forward. I'm going to have to reorganize everything anyway. It's going to make VLC is going to go haywire again, so we'll just fix it. Alright, so 5 minutes. 5 minutes until the Devolver Digital 15th anniversary of thing happened. 15th birthday, I guess, of their company. This is usually a wacky conference. I'm usually not interested in any of their games, but they usually the last one that they did was actually really it was essentially like they did it in a documentary style. They did it like a documentary style for the entire thing. So I guess because this is changing every time, I'm gonna just leave it on this. But we'll just wait out the 5 minutes and then because at least with the other one it was just it was the same screen. This one here is at least something different. So we'll sit out on this one and we'll wait the 5 minutes and then we'll go and do that. But overall, like again, I think we've already kind of covered everything anyway. There probably won't be anything that I would be interested in with this, but the conference itself is just it's funny to watch because they put in so much effort to make something entertaining, and then they go and do their game stuff as well. So it's just fun to watch.
When people ask me what I like to do with my free time, I tell them that these days, I'm afraid I really don't have any free time. My life is pretty much scheduled down to the minute. Okay, I don't have a job per se, and I'm not in a relationship right now, but I do have my interests. I guess you could say I'm passionate, maybe even a little obsessive, about Devolver video games. When I think about the many enjoyable hours I've spent playing my games, I say to myself, what a wonderful world it is we live in. And I say thank you. Thank you to all those who have made my life so damn fun. And that's why today is so important to me. Today is a special day. Today is Volvy's birthday. A chance for me to show my appreciation for somebody who has given me so much over the years. Take Call to the Lamb, for example, a roguelike video game developed by indie studio Massive Monster and published by Devolver Digital. The game was released on the 11th of August 2022 and has sold over 4 million copies to date. The game follows a lamb who is saved from death by a godlike stranger named the One Who Waits, and must repay their debt by creating a loyal following in its name. It received 3 nominations at the 19th World Aeternum.
It's no use, guys. Fishpig and the Warlocks have trapped us in.
That madman. He won't stop until he has turned everything into toxic waste.
Yes, Robotia. And if my calculations are correct, Fishpig's toxic slime will reach the city center.
People forget that putting on a good party can be a lot of work. It's a lot of pressure. Everyone is relying on you as the host to get things right. You don't want to humiliate yourself, do you?
How about a helping hand?
Not in front of him.
But we thought you were executed by the head of state.
No, I was not. Now pass me that onion. I'm gonna need a snack if we're gonna take on the
The Crush House is crushing it as the country's #1 reality show. And things are heating up this week. The insatiable fans, beloved sponsors, and savvy network execs won't believe what's in store for our cast of potential lovers and haters.
Monday
sees the tension between Priscilla and B finally boil over into an explosive confrontation, into a steamy moment by the pool.
Tuesday
is a bit more chill in the house as Io brings the cast together with a bopping saxophone performance. As Charlie brings the cast together with a bopping saxophone performance.
Wednesday
Tune in Wednesday for the real fireworks when Charlie and Milo, Beer and Alex sneak off for a little moment of self-reflection, for a little romantic time in the garden, for a wild fist fight. And by the end of the week, crowd favorite Emil, Priscilla, finally lets all their love and a little lust run free. Finally takes matters into their own hands. Finally goes down the success slide. Do not miss this week in the Crush House. There will never be anything like it ever again.
But a birthday isn't just about looking backwards. It's about considering the future. Sure, we've had some great times over the years, but who's to say that next year's won't be even better? I know Volvi has so much more to offer us. Who knows what he'll do next? Perhaps something truly unexpected. Maybe even a new genre. A rogue foo city builder. I made that up myself, but I like it. Something fast-paced, inspired by martial arts movies, set within the confines of a vast yet claustrophobic city dominated by vicious gangs. Each run is different depending on which of these crime syndicates you take down first. Maybe even crafted by the talented Dead Cells designer Sebastian Bernard. Wow, fantastic. Now that's the kind of game I would play. Now that's the kind of game I would play. Now that's the kind of game I would play. Of course, video games are not for everyone. Some people prefer to spend their time outside exploring the natural world, or watching their team win the big trophy. Yay! And to them, I say whatever works for you. We all have our passions, and if you're going to be passionate about something, then why not go all in? And hey, if you don't care about anything passionately, well then I feel sorry for you. I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's important to be true to who you are. That might sound easy, but a lot of people are just too afraid, too scared of being judged, to look in the mirror and say, yes, this is who I am. I'm not a robot. Talos Principle 2 is a puzzle adventure video game developed by Crow Team and published by Devolver Digital. A sequel to the Talos Principle, 2014. The game was released in November 2023 to critical acclaim. The sequel builds on the first game's origin story of robot kind by exploring the newly emerged robotic civilization through the newborn eyes of 1K. It has been described as thoughtful, heartfelt, and deeply moving. I just wish there was more.
Road to Elysium is a 3-part coda that allows you to dive deeper into the world of the Talos Principle 2 and put your puzzle-solving skills to the test. In Orpheus Ascending, you return as 1K and enter Cerebi's mind to retrieve the shattered fragments of her personality. Set in a gorgeous environment inspired by ancient Egypt, this expansion challenges you to solve puzzles unconventionally, giving Cerebi a second chance at life. Step into the shoes of Yakut and visit the Isle of the Blessed. Challenge yourself with a wide variety of never-before-seen puzzles using familiar tools, culminating in the Hexahedron, a large, continuous puzzle cluster set in a mysterious, crooked tower. Into the Abyss takes you on a journey through a dream world, full of the most challenging puzzles yet, taking place on a series of floating islands and shattered dreams. Road to Elysium continues the evolution of the robot world, providing you with a new perspective through a series of thought-provoking new stories.
Oh, hello.
Good evening, sir. I hope I'm not interrupting anything important.
No.
We've had some complaints about some noise. One of your neighbors has described hearing strange sounds.
Strange sounds. That would be my TV set. I like to keep my shows cranked. I like to get lost in the experience.
Okay, maybe in future keep your TV and any other devices at a reasonable volume. I'm sure I don't need to remind you of the law against noise pollution.
I don't want to have to waste any more police time dealing with petty issues like this. So, take this as a fair warning, not a fair. Sir?
Are you okay, sir?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, you know what? First thing tomorrow, I'm gonna go around to everyone in the area. I'm gonna make things right. A formal apology and a card.
I don't think that's necessary, sir. Just keep the noise down.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch it off. A day without TV would probably do me a world of good. Okay, so thank you, officer.
Where'd you keep your TV then?
Oh, I have a few just dotted around the place. You know, like I said, I like to immerse myself in the experience.
So I think I might need to pop in, take a look around the place, if that's okay.
Well, I'm expecting some guests now, so perhaps another time would be more appropriate.
Sir, you need to step aside. Now. Sir, step aside.
That sound! That's an old plumbing issue.
Receiving
It's
201?
it's a matter for the landlord, so I could just give him a call and he can fix it. Please. Officer. It's nothing.
Hello, police? Hello?
My resting heart rate is precisely 65 beats per minute. Rapid elevation is often attributed to stress. My heart machine is an American independent video game development studio founded by Alex Preston. The studio is best known for developing Hyper Light Drifter 2016 and Solar Ash 2021. But rumors suggest that they may have another project on the way. It may or may not feature a rich interconnected world built to be approached in many ways, non-linear, with emphasis on clear choice for where to go next. This purely hypothetical game's narrative balances the bleak reality of the characters with absurdity and humor. God help me.
Until he has turned everything into toxic waste.
Yes, Robotia, and if my calculations are correct, this big toxic slime will reach the city center in just under 2 hours. It could even reach the banking sector. Grumpus, no! Grumpus,
But there must be a way. We can't just give up. We just need
We just need... How
about a helping hand?
Dolby? But we thought you were executed by the head of state.
No, I was not. Now pass me that onion. I'm gonna need a snack if we're gonna take on Fishpig. And we need to get back to Buzzbridge before Fishpig, the Warlock King, turns all the money in Buzzbridge into slime.
I'm sorry to tell you, Mr. Pennyworth, but the economy is looking a little unstable.
No, you can't do that. Don't turn all the money into toxic slime. We need all that.
You can't stop me from doing it, Mr. Banker.
Well, you might ruin the money, but you can't break the spirit of the bankers.
You don't get it, do you? Nobody can stop me now, not even your precious...
Dolby!
What? No!
Sorry we're late to the party, Fishpig, but we didn't want to turn up empty-handed.
This thing, I do like this.
Well, I guess we don't have to worry about Fishpig anymore. I'm looking forward to just hanging out with my buddies. Who's up for a pizza at mine? I hypothesize a ham and pineapple slice or two.
Sorry, friends, but I gotta get going.
Huh? But Volvi...
I've got to get back to the Vol dimension, Volvinia. I've got a family to look after. And besides, pizza pie is greasy and gives me shit diarrhea.
He's right, guys. No pizza tonight. Eating healthy is important.
Guess that's it. It's saying that it's finished now. I'm not sure if that's... It's going to black screen now. I wonder if... Let me just check this. Just give it a sec. Where is... Change the minimal thing? Looks like it's it. There's only like 3 minutes left to go, so I'll just like, I can use this anyway, it's fine. Alright, so yeah, I don't think that was as good as the previous, I don't think that was as good as the previous one, was. Maybe it got partially cut off because of the ending, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't think that was as good as the previous Devolver Digital one, but it was probably going to be hard to top that one because of what they were trying to do. And also they had an actual stage, like, production thing that they did as well. So, I mean, overall, like, there wasn't really anything that I was interested. The Angry Foot one did seem interesting because of, like, having different sneakers would give you different things in that as well. But, I mean, overall, like, I don't think there was as much here as there was in the other one. The good thing is that the Ubisoft Forward and the Xbox Showcase should have more stuff because they're going to have more in-depth stuff on Assassin's Creed Shadows and Star Wars Outlaws. And also the Xbox thing has the Call of Duty thing, which I should be interested in seeing how that is, and any other like extra things that they do. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like overall, I just think it was fine. The only issue that I have is that pretty much everything that's on my list here is stuff that I've already seen, except for like, a couple of things. The Alan Wake 2 DLCs and the Batman MetaQuest thingy. I also should make sure I'm going to pause this so it doesn't thing anyway. But yeah, it's like that's what's happened. Like so in 2 days' time, depending on when it airs, the Xbox Showcase will happen. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet. It just depends on when it airs and depends on when other things, depends on what else is happening. And then on the 11th is going to be the Ubisoft Showcase as well, so that's another thing I can do. So it's either going to be a combination of both of them or one at a time, depending on what happens there. So see how that is for that. I'm currently working on the Persona 4 Golden guide stuff to make sure that's all okay. That should be all done too, hopefully. And we'll see how that, if that's going to be in the next coming days or not. We'll just have to see how much time there is and what happens with that. But yeah, overall, I think we're finished for today. So, with all that being said, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Every like, comment, subscription from this video gets your parental monetization. Has some member content feel more accessible and easy to find. I play my past Plat Rex as well as Let's Plays and Let's Plats YouTube channel, including 5x6, Sifu, The Quarry, was a True Make, Ultra Toilet, Lego Cycle, Scout Saga, Elfish Cock Vertigo, Quest Score, Final 7 Union, Cuphead, Stray, Mobs Avengers, Dr. Fell, Devil Me, Days Gone, with a remake, Star Wars Full Order, Like a Drink Mission, Resident 4, Remake, Resident 5, Turmeric Strategy, Pokemon Scarlet, Resident 6, Upper Toilet 2, Resident Biohazard, Logan Scum, AW Preference, SquarePants, Company Shake, Hogwarts Legacy, First Descendant, Scream Mirage, Pokemon Violet, Persona 5 Tactica, Brisbane Village, for RPG Remake, Myself Arcus Raincode, Curse Return to Dreamland Deluxe, Theories on Fire by Line, Like a Dream Guide in the Man Who Wrote His Name, Persona 3 Reload, Monster Guns the Galaxy, W2K22, also Persona 3 Portable, Live, Resume Revelations. So I upload, also I upload everything to my YouTube channel because I've set a daily notation of my videos before the payment deleted, want to be a separate place for people to able to find my content wish to do so. I'm also working on a Plat part 7 games with I'm trophy for, as well as switching things up on games on the Switch, along more trying strategy speedruns, probably like Adara speedruns, Pokemon Downs Locks, if you want to continue doing those. More live runs, hopefully it goes better than the one that we did previously, because I don't know what happened there. I still working on the Persona 5 Tactica notes as well. I upload everything to you, and you also get a notification when I live return on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch at 150 followers. I'll be doing a Like a Dragon Football speedrun, and we also reach affiliate, which means I can monetization as well. Get to make a bunch of subscriber emails and incentives to help support me in the channel going forward to the future. Also get 7 days to upload before my videos upon the level as well, and you'll also get a notification of when I go live on there watching on Twitch. Follow me on Twitch to be notified when I go live, which I'm in Discord. I will send you an invite to my friend's Discord server. Close to 2,000 members that are going strong.